decreases because now she becomes Mrs. So and so. So my
Mm.
girl here is claiming that if she's not comfortable in that relationship, she can jump from this marriage to another marriage till she gets what she's looking for. And I'm telling her, immediately when you get divorced, your value never remains the same. And the next person who is speaking, and if he's aware that you have been a divorcee, it's not a treasure marriage. It will be like he's doing you a favor most of the time. So
Yeah.
that means your value has decreased. So the more you get
Okay.
divorced, yeah,
So she's saying, Miss 11 there is saying that she thinks that she can, if she feels like her man or husband is not making her happy, she can divorce or break up with them and then get another one.
yes,
And she thinks there's no repercussions for that. Is that the argument?
yes, that's the argument. Yeah,
Okay. So I think yeah, I think well, I don't even think I know. I agree with everything you just said, Sultan. And I think Miss 11 it doesn't really work like that. Every guy you date with, just like Sultan was saying, every guy you date with, or especially marry, if you marry and you divorce, you can divorce, right? And then you're gonna go back to the market, but then you need to understand that your value has dropped, not your human value, right? Because every time I tell women this, they get offended. Women are very sensitive. I'm not talking about your woman, your human value, right? Your value as a person. No, no, no. I'm talking about the relationship market value. In other words, your sexual value or your relationship value in the relationship market. So the more men you sleep with, the more men you date, the lower your value becomes. So I don't think breaking up with a man is a good idea, unless, of course, he beats you up. Those are the only exceptions. If he beats you up, physically beats you up, uh, number one. Number two, if he's financially broke, like if he loses his job, he can't provide for you and the family. That's a good reason to break up with him. Other than that, if he cheats on you, that's not a big deal. You stay with your man, right? If he cheats on you, but he's a protection provider, you stay with your man, right? Most men cheat. It's an uncomfortable truth, but it's the truth. Go ahead, Miss 11. I think I'm talking too much here.
Okay, so no, 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 no. So you mean, hey, when my husband goes broke, I should divorce him, but when he cheats, I should not divorce him.
Yes, correct. I'm not saying uh, I'm not saying you should, but I'm saying if he goes
So
broke,
does
right,
that
you are within your rights. If he loses his job or he's financially stable and he becomes financially unstable, he can't provide. You are within your female rights to leave him. I think there's nothing wrong with that.
okay? Okay,
Yeah.
hey,
What you disagree? What do you
that's
disagree with?
weird. I mean,
Okay, tell me why.
no,
Tell
I
me why you
mean
think it's
we
weird.
were supposed to like stick together through thick and thin. Sorry?
Yeah, I think her network is Sultan. Can you hear me?
I can hear you very loud and clear.
Yeah.
Yeah, she seems to be lagging.
Yes,
It's like
nakusikia vizuri sana 11. Can you hear me 11?
yeah, it's like she's a bit slow. Yeah, I can hear her,
Yeah.
but like she's just
11, can you
she's
hear me?
a bit slow.
Oh yeah,
11,
nakusikia sasa.
kanisikia sawa.
Yeah,
So
hello, Sultan.
yes, yes, I'm
Sultan.
here. Yeah.
Yeah, I
So
can hear you now.
mmesema if my husband cheats, like I should not divorce him no matter what. I mean, no matter how many times he cheats. But akienda broke, I should divorce him.
No, first
So what was
you
the
have to put the
point?
ground on the ground. What is the word cheating? What does it mean cheating to you?
I think cheating has one
It
definition,
doesn't have one
Sultan.
definition.
Not like it has one definition.
Do you
Sorry?
believe that floating is cheating? Flirting,
Flirting.
yeah, like texting, sex texting, talking to other women, different gender, out, not presence. Do you call that cheating?
Why would he do that? Mbona anafanya hivyo?
No, that,
Acha nikwambie Sultan, I believe that um uh like kama wewe unakuja kwa relationship
speak English, kidogo. These guys
ukitaka
don't speak. They're South Africans.
okay, if you come okay, if you come to if you get married to someone, there's that one thing that you
Yeah,
want, right? Kama ni if it's respect,
yeah.
submission,
Yes,
you're
I'm here.
there.
I'm listening to you. You want respect. You want submission. What else do you want from a man?
Yeah. No, I'm talking about men. Like if that's what you want
Yes.
from me as a
Okay.
woman. If I give you all that, like what's gonna make you cheat?
It's a good question, Miss 11. Okay, Sultan, do you
No,
want
just
to
go
answer
on,
it?
Masculine.
Can you hear me, 11?
Yeah.
So your question is, if you are giving your man everything that he wants, you are fully satisfying him, why is he still cheating on you? Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so a lot of women ask me this even in real life, and I know exactly why you're asking that question. Um, it's a bit. I can try and explain it to you, but what I've found after speaking to a lot of women, um, typically it's very hard for women to understand the male experience in itself. In other words, for lack of better term, women are very selfish, right? I know that sounds crazy, but I'm gonna try and explain why I say that. Women are very selfish by nature. But by nature, the only thing that women care about is things that benefit them, and they don't necessarily care about things that benefit the man or make the man happy. You know. So to answer your question, day 11, I have to start from the roots. When a man is 18, right? Actually, let's compare. Let's compare. Right? Let's compare an 18-year-old girl and an 18-year-old boy. When a girl is 18, the world is her oyster. In other words, she has a lot of men. If she's beautiful and she's young, 18, a lot of men want her. A lot of opportunities are given to her. Right? So essentially, what she does, she just sits there. Men come to her. She gets to choose the best guy, and that's the guy she dates and gets married to. Right? So when girls are young and 18, you guys are at your highest value. You are at your peak. You are at your most beautiful, most fertile, and most attractive. This is typically the age where, well, typically from 18 to 24. Those are typically the ages where women are at their prime, and they can get, even though she hasn't accomplished anything, she can get a guy who's a millionaire, right? Now let's go on the male side for men. When a man is 18, he's broke, he hasn't achieved anything, he's young, he's inexperienced, he doesn't get any girls, he doesn't get any sex, right? He struggles to get sex, right? So the dynamics for men and women is very different. Women are born with value, men must earn their value. I'll say that again. Women are born with value, men must earn their value, right? So what happens now, Miss 11, are you still listening? I'm almost done. I know it's long. I know it's long. Is she a listener?
I think she's
She
dropped.
became a listener.
But she's listening. She's
She's
listening.
dropping purpose.
She's listening. Let me just. Yeah,
Okay.
we can go on, no problem. She's listening. She's in the problem.
Because I did want to see respond. So now let's fast forward now. If you're still following the scenario, the two people, the boy got 18. We're gonna fast forward about 12 years later. 12 years later. The girl, she's had 12 years, she's been in the game, she's had multiple, maybe a couple boyfriends, she's tested, she sees what she likes, she has experience. I think she left now. I don't know if okay, I'll finish up for the people that are listening.
Yeah, she's left. Yeah, but it's
Right.
okay. She's left, but
Yeah.
people are
So
listening.
the girl who was 18, she's had 12 years, she's seen the world, right? She's experienced a lot. Now she wants to settle down. She wants to start a family. She's 30 years old now. Now let's go to the boy, that 18-year-old boy. From the ages of 18, 19, 20, 21, he was working hard, building his money, trying to get into a career, maybe doing university, graduating, getting into a job, leveling up, building his money over the years. For the past 12 years, he's been working hard. Remember, he wasn't getting any sex when he was 18. No sex, zero sex. Right? Maybe he'd have sex with one girl if he was lucky. He was always horny, watching porn, masturbating to porn to survive when he was 18, 19, 20, when he was broke. Now, finally, for the first time in his life, Miss 11, for the first time in his life, he's 30 years old, and all of a sudden, he's financially stable. He's built himself up. He's got a couple houses, maybe two properties. He's got a good job, fully financially stable. And for the first time in his life, women want him. I want to emphasize this. For the first time in his life, he's noticing a big difference. Now that he's become stronger, more masculine, more financially stable, more charming, more attractive, for the first time in his life, he's got options. There's a lot of girls, 10, 20, 30 girls who are lining up, who want to marry him, who want to date him. He's got options now for the first time in his life, right? Versus you, Miss 11, when you were 18, you had options when you were 18, right? You were given your value. You always had options, right? So what I'm getting to here is this. This is the fundamental difference between men and women, right? That is, a man, you can't tell a man who had to work hard to gain his value, who had to work hard. And this is what women don't understand, Sultan. Sex for men is a privilege. Sex for us is a sign of success, right? Unlike women, we have to work for sex. Remember, women don't have to work for sex, right? Sex is extremely easy for women to get. They don't want to sleep with everyone. They just sitting there waiting for the best guy to sleep with and date and marry, right? But for men, sex is extremely hard to get. I have to make money, I have to be charming. A woman can be broke with a bank balance of 0.00 and she can easily get sex, she can easily date. However, if I'm broke as a man, no girl is dating me, right? So I've suffered 10 years jerking off, watching porn. Finally, now I'm financially stable. And I meet you, Miss 11. I start dating you, right? And this is what women don't understand. Just because I'm married to you, Miss 11, I'm married to you, I have a child with you, it doesn't change the fact that I'm in my prime now. These are my prime years. Remember, like the same way that you were in your prime 10 years ago, when you were 18, 19, 20, you were in your prime, you were doing what you wanted to do, right? No one told you anything. So now I'm also in my prime and I'm going to do what I want to do. This is my first time being able to have 20 girls that I can date and have sex with. So I'm going to have sex with as many girls as I want to. Right? And this is what I'm saying. Women are selfish. They don't understand the male experience. They only understand the female experience. Right? You don't understand that for men, we have to work hard for our value. So if I've worked hard and I've made it, rest assured that I'm going to listen. If I've worked hard and now I have options, I'm going to exercise those options. I have the right to. I worked hard. And let me put it blunt, very blunt here before I pass the mic. We don't work hard. I want the ladies to listen to this. We don't work hard. Men don't wake up and work as hard as we do just so we can have sex with one woman. I'll say it again. We do not work hard just so we can have sex with one woman. It is not in our nature. As men, all we think about is sex. Why do you think men wake up in the morning? You think we wake up just so we can get money and why do you think men buy these cars? We buy cars to get women. It's in our nature. So my thing is, 10 years ago, right? I couldn't get any sex. Now, 10 years later, just because I'm married to 11, you think I'm only gonna have sex with you? You think I worked hard just so I can have sex with one vagina? You're fucking crazy. This is why I'm saying women are selfish. They don't understand our hustle and our struggle, right? So I think if a man has worked very hard, right? If he's built himself up, he's finally financially stable, he's within his rights to exercise his options. He should absolutely sleep with as many girls as he wants to. He absolutely should. It's within his right. And my thing is for you, Miss 11, if you are married to a guy and he's in his peak, you need to understand that, listen, my guy is a high value guy. Yes, he cheats on me, but guess what? He loves me. He's there for me. He protects me. He uses condoms with the other girls. He doesn't bring STDs and HIV in the household. And I think that's the ultimate. Now, I'm not saying the guy should overdo it and cheat and sleep with every girl, but what I am saying is that men are going to cheat either way. Whether he cheats once a year, 2 times a year, I think that's fair. But he's going to cheat. You can't tell a man to have sex with one person. We are not going to do that. I'm not going to have sex with one woman. We are not going to have sex with one woman. Men are not designed like that. We are polygamous by nature. We want multiple women, especially considering the fact that we spent 10 years not getting any sex. So yeah, I hope that makes sense. Miss 11, go ahead.
Miss Leben, can you hear me?
Mm-hmm. Oh
Mhm.
yeah,
You have a rebuttal.
I'm speechless. Like, so there are men out here working hard to have multiple sex partners. Well, I don't know. I mean, it takes self-respect though. But if you feel like men,